Okay, so next up on stream, a returning player from earlier on the stream, Mr. InVaZiOnAzN, but he'll be going up against a returning champion in Mr. One Life to Play Hitman.
Oh boy.
Yep. Two Columbus guys fighting it out right now.
Oh, is he from Columbus?
Yeah, he plays with the Columbus guys a lot.
Nice.
And I'm pretty sure InVaZion's never taken a set off of Hitman. I don't mean that in a bad way. There's many players in the state who have not.
I have not.
That just speaks more of how good Hitman is at this game.
I've only taken a set off of Hitman in one game, and that was not this one.
Which game was it?
It was Samurai Showdown.
Nice. Samurai Showdown's a very legit game. I wish more people would play it.
Got to get that roll back.
Gotta get that roll back.
Yeah. Yep.
Right. I like it a lot too.
Ooh,
but it's
Dhalsim versus Ryu.
Oh, okay. Hitman opting not to play Bison, deciding to have some fun. His Ryu is actually really good.
Yeah, I've seen his Ryu before at one of the equalizers, and okay, back throw.
Now, I believe I pointed this out last week whenever Hitman pulled out the surprise Geef. But Hitman has a tendency in most fighting games to kind of stick with like the standard, like all-around character. Like in a bunch of the older Street Fighters, he just plays Ryu. In Mortal Kombat, he plays Scorpion. So that kind of like all-around character type is like something that Hitman tends to specialize in. And I think it's a perfect showcase of like how fundamentally solid of a fighting game player he is.
Well, the other thing is that when you play multiple games, you mostly just have to stick to the character with the normal bread and butters, the ones that aren't too fancy. Otherwise, it's too hard to keep up. Like, you can really only dedicate yourself to be a real character specialist in your main game. Outside of that, it's hard.
Oh. Parry.
This is such a weird matchup. I'm not.
It is.
Any matchup with them is weird. It's really hard to know how to commentate it. I think the Shotos don't have the strangest time against Dhalsim, because just by the nature of their fireballs, they can kind of also play that zoning game against him and work their way in easier than characters who don't have a fireball.
Yeah,
I could be wrong though.
I mean, doesn't Dhalsim's fireball take a little longer to come out compared to just like your basic Shoto?
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm saying like they can throw out, the Shotos can throw out a fireball to help contest Sim's zoning with his normals.
Ah, gotcha. InVaZiOnAzN looking for. He seems like he definitely seems like he's trying to figure out how he's going to approach Hitman.
Well, that's the thing. Like, as the Dhalsim player, you don't want to be trying to approach. I think the perspective from everyone who's fighting against Dhalsim is always trying to conserve your health and look for that one opportunity to get in, and then once you get in, just sort of bulldoze him.
Yeah.
Just because, like, Sim is so weak once you knock him down. If you are a Sim and you're trying to go in, even though this is like the most aggressive Sim has ever been, it's still not necessarily what you want to be doing most of the time. What a DP.
That was a good DP.
InVaZion's got to be careful here. I'm pretty sure. I was going to say Hitman at any point could do VT activation into Super, but he threw some EX meter.
Oof. That fireball was so close.
Does InVaZiOn know how to do instant air overheads? Or that works too?
Yeah.
Round 2.
Instant air overheads are not easy.
They are not.
Yeah, so you can see right there Hitman throwing a fireball and then dashing behind it to try and close the gap.
So would that hit like both of his like long-reaching normals? Like
It would hit one of them with the one that's not a low, but it would probably trade with the one that is a low.
Okay. Just backing out of the fire pit. Oh my god, what the hell? Okay. Alright.
I didn't know that. I'm learning today.
Yeah, same. Good air fireball. Okay, good slide. I got carried away with harassing him.
Final round. Fight.
Okay, blocks, crush. Usually you can only throw out like 2 standing heavy kicks at that point, right?
Probably, yeah. Dash up back throw, classic. You gotta love that 15 frame dash.
The classic online Ryu.
Such privilege, such wow.
Okay.
Wow.
God, that DP!
That was the silver level DP, where you just do a whiff sweep into DP.
Yep.
Hey man,
Gets it with the overhead.
You win.
I will say this, like, Dhalsim is so hard to figure out.
Yeah, it took me a long while to learn how to fight that character, but once you do, I think the matchup is really easy for most characters, honestly. Like, he's a character that the breadth of situations that you need to know and understand is larger than probably any other character in this game, so there's always, like, another gimmick you have to be on the lookout for. But once you have all that knowledge and you know what you're supposed to do, I personally think it's really easy, just because of how easy it is to maul Sim once you get it knocked down.
Oh. I was actually speaking on behalf of the people that play Dhalsim. Like, he's not an easy character to learn. Like,
That too.